Here we go. Good afternoon, Facebook family and friends. It is almost 1 o'clock in Arizona, and I am here to say I'm back in the saddle. Now, I know you got to notice that this was going to be a Facebook Live, but it didn't happen. One thing I'm not good at is techie stuff, and I tried following the directions, but who cares? We go on with Plan B. And this one's titled Welcome Abundance, because I have a really neat story to share. Most of you know me as Newbie Nana. Well, Newbie Nana's been put to rest, and she is bouncing back as one unstoppable Nana. Dale, Ann, and I amicably separated in December, and I'm carrying the ball by myself and enjoying every minute of it. But I have to admit, I'm often in my head planning. And today I've been given marching orders to get it done. So here I am. And why do I want to talk about abundance? Is because it is everywhere and most of us just don't notice it. A lot of us think that money is the only form of abundance, but it's everywhere in the sunny blue sky, in our families, in our business, as our team grows and we empower people to take on the role of leadership. It's just everywhere, and I had some really good experience with it last month that I've been dying to share with you. So this one unstoppable Nana is moving forward, and I'm inviting you to join me. My entire family, 3 daughters, sons-in-laws, 8 of the 9 grandchildren, planned a reunion here in Phoenix, and it was glorious. 2 of the sons-in-laws couldn't make it, but because of their careers, but that's okay. It's the first time we gathered all daughters who live all over the country, and the new grandchildren. I had met one, but not little Ella, and it was just fabulous. But the night before the first family arrived, I had an experience that kind of shook me. But it all ties in with abundance. I was at the grocery store about 6 p.m. putting food in the basket because the cupboards were bare, the refrigerator was bare, and I wanted to, of course, be able to offer snacks and things. And I get to the checkout, and there's no money in my account. Now, I'm one of those who checks her accounts daily. It's the OCD in me. And I knew there was $300 in there at least a few hours before I went to the grocery store. So I'm thinking, oh, now what? And the manager on duty was really swell. He took me to a register that was empty and gave me like a place to work. And I called Wells Fargo on the phone 1.5 hours to find out there was fraud in my account, and someone got a hold of $300 of my money. So I didn't have enough to pay for the groceries. And I went in that store, and pay attention to this, because it was my expectation that I would get those groceries for my family, and never once doubting. And guess what? Lo and behold, I asked the manager, now look, Wells Fargo is going to put this money back within 48 hours. But if I call them later on tonight and the money is here, then could I just come back and get my groceries? Would you please keep them in the basket for me? And he says, no. And I'm like, what? That's not customer friendly. So he looked at me, and at that point, after all the stress, I must have looked 88 and close to tears. So he said, go home, get ready for your family, and I'm paying for your groceries tonight. I just looked at him like, what did you say? And I knew I was going home with groceries that night, but I really didn't know how, because sometimes my world is just so small, I don't let the miracles take place, or I get in the way of the miracles. You know what I mean? So I did. And I said, you must be my guardian angel today. And I went home with groceries, and I just couldn't believe it. The only thing I could gratefully feel is that what a lesson I'm learning here, and I need to pay it forward and pass it on. So the message I received is abundance is everywhere, and there are a lot of good people still left in this world. So I want you to take this little tidbit and dwell on it for some time today, and then do go out, pay it forward, and think of ways that you can create abundance for other people. I am going to be visible from now on. I spent some time hibernating, having my own health issues, watching my husband's health issues advance, and I've decided that my response to those issues is very important, and keeping myself from my team or my people or the people I have yet to meet is not a good choice. So I will be back because I did promise you something that I haven't forgotten, and that is the book review on The Obstacle is the Way. Well, you're probably seeing this backwards, but I'm beginning my book review of this wonderful, inspiring book very soon. I'm planning and kind of taping segments of it for you. It's The Timeless Art of Turning Trials into Triumph. And we've all had our share of trials. It's time to be triumphant. So go out there and get your mind set to welcome abundance. Make it real in your life. Make wealth welcome in your life, and pay it forward. I guess I'm giving you lots of instructions here, but I thank you for joining me, and I will learn how to set the right buttons for Facebook Live. In the meantime, enjoy this, and I'll be back. Have yourself a beautifully thriving Thursday. Bye-bye. It's the Unstoppable Nana.